Neopronouns are the stupidest thing my generation came up with. I am LGBTQ myself. I was literally the leader of the equality club in my middle school. I've spent many hours online arguing with homophobes and transphobes, trying to educate them, or at least get them to realize how vile they're being. And even my woke 19-yo self is absolutely baffled that anyone expects people to respect or use neopronouns like zir, self, vir, verself, etc. First of all, it's not grammatically correct or real language. It's just made up words from the internet. Just use they them because those are actually real correct pronouns. Second of all, it is entirely harmful for the community of people who are actually transgender. You know, FTMs, MTFS, or non-binary they-thems. The real LGBT people. Now people are pulling shit like this just to feel special, making up new identities. It is undoing all the progress we have made as a society because transphobes and homophobes have actual reasons and evidence to paint us as deranged, mentally ill snowflakes because of those people. It just feels really weird for me, as someone who's been previously so open to societal changes. I am so against this one. I will never respect neo-pronouns. Use they, them, she, her, he, him, or ill never speak to you again. Some people in my country, Finland, have started to put their own English pronouns in their Finnish language internet profiles. The ridiculous thing is that the Finnish language doesn't even have gendered pronouns in the first place. We literally use the same pronoun for everyone anyway. And it doesn't have gender. Pronouns are a non-issue in our culture. I have never heard of this until now. I don't know where this stuff is occurring, but I honestly don't encounter it in real life at all. And I do mean at all, not even once. I've never met a person IRL that does this. I think it's a very online thing. This is a very chronically online take. No one IRL knows what neopronouns are, and I doubt transphobes are blaming them specifically for their transphobia skull. It's okay. No one in the real world uses them anyway. Same when I first heard of neopronouns and saw them used really only on the internet, I was extremely confused. And when they use emojis, bat spider, I cannot. Chronically online problems, get off your computer and this isn't an issue. Seriously. Who gives a shit? If you don't want to use neopronouns, don't, no one's forcing you. Go find something actually worth caring about. Transphobes and homophobes have actual reasons and evidence to paint us as deranged, mentally ill snowflakes. If you genuinely believe that the existence of neopronouns is having any actual effect on trans rights, you desperately need to get off the internet. Neopronouns aren't actually super new, y'all. I genuinely think it's mostly just edgy kids is being used loosely for people younger than me, looking for attention. Neopronouns aren't new. Maybe instead of being mad at chronically online teenagers, you should be mad at transphobes? If some kid online going by meow self is all it takes for someone to think trans people don't deserve rights, then maybe they, and hear me out, aren't a good person. I tell people that my pronoun is my lord. Yeah, it screams I want to be special. You want me to refer to you as him, her? Okay, fine. Doesn't cost me anything. Don't consider yourself one of those and want to be them instead? That's cool. It's grammatically valid. All good. But if you tell me it's some weird made-up word, then I know you don't care about any causes or rights, you just want a reaction. Never actually met anyone who uses neopronouns in person. Seems to be an online-only thing, but I do live in a very conservative town, so that could be why. Also, I'm in my mid-30s. Woman shrugging. There's entire trans subreddits where we just hate on neopronouns. A lot of us trans people don't like neopronouns either. I don't believe folks using neopronouns are harming trans people. That statement is as ridiculous as the neopronouns you are shitting on. What is damaging and harming trans folks are transphobia, ignorance, oppression, bigotry, anti-trans legislation, lack of access to healthcare, and opportunistic politicians. Just to name a few. People using ze/zer pronouns or the like aren't hurting anyone. I am still yet to encounter this in real life. I agree it's stupid though. Nah, it's not the stupidest. The stupidest is the Aussie trend by a mile. This is second stupidest. I understand it for gendered language but not English. I heard that French created a gender-neutral term and our generation is reconstructing the entire French language. Same for similar languages like Spanish, Italian, etc. But English didn't need new pronouns. Yeah, I can't take them serious either. It's just pure fantasy make-believe at that point. Like the fi-fa one I saw someone use. Trans race, trans age and trans species are doing the same. You can finally be getting through to people to be more accepting, then suddenly someone's decided to say they have changed their race, age, species, and it all gets fucked. Like, I get if you're a furry, but that does not mean you are now a cat. Fuck off. Why is this on Confessions lol? Can't we all just be humans? Unless you're centuries old. I don't think your generation came up with neo-pronouns. It seems every generation experiments with new pronouns. Does this mean I'm officially getting old? This is the first time I've ever heard neopronouns. Goddamn, first it was riz, now it's neopronouns. I guess I'm just an old fart now. I'm trans and I agree. Transphobes will paint the LGBT as snowflakes, mentally ill freaks, no matter what. They don't need an excuse. And who cares what they think? It is grammatically correct as it serves the same purpose as a regular pronoun. From what I've seen, trans people don't really even care about people who use neopronouns. They have enough going on to give a shit what other people do with their lives. It seems less like it's a real issue and more so that you're just annoyed by it. Arguing about solely online issues is stupid AF, including me for even commenting on this. TikTok has dramatized basically everything and turned it into a trend now. You would have to be chronically online or living in an area that is very open about all that. A good example to encounter these people unironically. Majority of people don't care or agree with the thought of saying anything more out of the ordinary than they them. I agree with this. I can deal with someone wanting to be referred to as a guy or girl. To some extent a them. But to ask me to remember the specific vocabulary for you and likely only you is arrogant AF. Shut the hell up with that. I'm more likely going to just not interact with you. Only chronically online people use them. And only chronically online people care or get angry about them. I wouldn't say it's harmful. The only time I've encountered it was the HR department at my workplace has her pronouns in her email signature. Some people are doing that. This is going to end up being a buffet of transphobia. All because OP got upset about shit that doesn't matter. Great job, OP. I hope you're proud. All words are made up. You are using words like those people and calling other deranged and saying they aren't really LGBT. Then you accuse them of undoing progress and threaten to alienate them. This is a thing a lot of people do go through. And I get it. What you are doing is saying to the hegemony, I'm one of the good gays, I'm not like them. Homophobes don't care about who is the good gay and who is too much. It's just made up words from the internet. Can you give me an example of a word that isn't made up?